We've had a fantastic day. The result didn't go our way. I think Tony referred to me as Vinny the Cat, which was... No, that didn't work.
I was trying to inspire you.
I know, yeah, it didn't work either. No, I just want to say is that today was a fantastic day. It was great to meet old buddies we haven't seen for a while, and seen John McGear coming all the way from Texas, and his fantastic sons, Cameron and Murray.
Oh, hey. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. Their idea of the Irish stereotype is intact. So why are we here tonight? We're here to celebrate Vereker and all the fun. Tucker, please, settle. We're here to celebrate all the fun we've had over the years since the mid-70s. Jerry Webb has pulled us together and won a lot of trophies and enjoyed a lot of fun along the way and brought us on a lot of trips, and we're all delighted with that, and we had great fun. Today is more about raising money for charities. As you know, some of us, some of the lads in the team have not been too well over the last couple of years, particularly Mr. Webb, and these two ladies on my left have been extremely good how they looked after him. No, he tells us other things, but anyway, we won't get into that. When he talks about having a stroke, I thought it was a medical problem. But anyway, what we've done, we've raised some money for a number of charities. The Heart and Stroke Support Group, the two ladies here, two nurses.
One nurse.
Interesting. One nurse, is it?
One nurse, one physio.
Yeah, okay. Same difference, right?
Trying to put in back.
Yeah. In Ted's anyway, it was always the same difference, but anyway.
Check your notes!
I did. Webb wrote them. But I'd just like to make a presentation to Nora tonight for the Heart and Stroke Foundation, which in fairness do a lot of work that no one really knows about, and it was only after Jerry getting his problem that I started to understand what exactly these people do, and I think the way we're going, we're all going to need them at some stage. So can I just ask Nora to come up and accept the award? Picture, anyone take a picture? Yeah, okay.
Stevie.
Shane, where's Shane?
Shane, come on, take a picture. Shane?
He's gone to the
Well, we're paying you.
Come on.
Is it on?
Come on, Shane.
Shane, mind that
Trying to buy the liquor, Shane, here tonight.
All right.
Whoever you are, you just got in the photograph.
I am saying nothing.
It's a change. Can you not get your good side? No.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Courtney and Margaret. Stevie? You're on.
For the night run is...
Sorry, Noel Curley from the First Responders.
Thanks, Steve.
Noel, would you like to start, Noel? You might as well just tell us what you do, okay?
Yeah.
Hi lads, Noel Curley's my name. I'm here with Rob Simmering. We've set up a group called Ennis Road Community First Responders. It's the first of its type in the city. Basically, we're affiliated with the HSE and the National Ambulance Service. So if you're in the area, in our catchment area, which is basically from the Strand Hotel, Greenhouse, taking the North Circular, Cardaven, we've catchment about maybe 17,000 people. You dial 999, the National Ambulance Service ring us. We're in the locality. We have all our own equipment, so we can actually go there and attend. So heart attacks, cardiac arrest, stroke, choking, those sort of things. Whilst we're affiliated with the HSE and supported by the National Ambulance Service, we don't get any funds. So it's all fundraising. So even our AEDs, our defibs, as probably known, there's one actually just up the road here, they're €1,600 each. Every time you use a pad, you often see those pads you can only use once, they're €55 each, so it's all money. So we were fundraising today in Dunn stores, Percy around me during the week. So really, really grateful for this for these funds. It's
Sorry, where exactly is it defibrillator?
tonight, is it?
I'm sorry, change me.
make a call. You can be here in 2 minutes if you want. Yeah. So really, really grateful, guys. It's a worthy cause. So thanks very much.
Rob, do you want to get in there?
Can we put this up on our Facebook page?
Yeah.
Would you like it?
We're finished.
Come on, Rob, get in there.
Do you want my hand?
That's great, thanks.
Well done.
Okay, and the third one is we want to make a presentation to the man that brought us all together all these years ago and has us all together again tonight, Jerry Ben. Are you going to get us out, Jerry?
Camera again. Camera. And Shane. Oh, Jar. Very much.
Thanks, Miguel.
Been here, Stevie.
You want to do wide legs?
Okay, so we might get the girls just to say a couple of words maybe on their
Keep it clean, okay?
what they've done for Jerry.
I
You know what's
suppose,
coming.
absolutely. Didn't we do a good job in it? Just on behalf of the stroke unit, we're very thankful for your generosity in all the hard work you've done, and we've been following your tracks, and you seem to have had a lot of fun in the process of doing it.
Settle.
There might be a few injuries, but the hospital isn't too far away, and we've first responders here as well, so you're all right for tonight. You all know Jerry very well, and I suppose we got to know him as well just for a short while, but
That's enough.
Take it 30 years.
he's had a lasting impact on us, and a great friendship has come out of it. It was a privilege to look after him, even though at times it was a bit rough, but
You think?
We feel your pain.
yeah. But I think we did a good job. He's here to tell the tale. And I suppose what I'd like to say as well, out of your efforts in the last couple of weeks, is actually raised huge awareness around stroke, and informing people of trying to get to the hospital as soon as they can, because the sooner you get there, the better your chances. So it's helped actually in media and everything in raising that awareness, so it's been fantastic. So it's not just your efforts of the fundraising, it's what you've actually done will last a long, long time and save a few more lives. So thank you very much.
I'm really, really sorry about this, right? But I'm going to have to call in Jerry to say a few words. Yeah, we get to closing time and he's not finished, just fucking cut it, right?
Oh, Jesus,
He has a speech.
Once upon a time.
Please, shut the fuck up. 10 minutes. Keep my language, ladies. But when you're dealing with assholes like this for over 30 years, the way I would like to start this, I am flabbergasted, right? I am so proud of what I'm looking at here. I am not going to, I'm going to bore the shit out of you, right?
You don't say.
You had us at hello.
I'd like to welcome Jay and his two sons, plus the McGuire family, right? And thanks, Squire, for being here.
He didn't say that in Toronto?
Billy, we didn't leave him. Billy, we didn't leave him in Toronto. To the goof.
Everybody go. So till boys, so till.
By the way, you still never beat Vereker. Up your ass. Thanks, Goof, for being here.
Good on, Goofy.
To Edo and Ray.
Good on it. Edo, welcome.
Edo for being here. To Mark Maloney, thank you very much, kid. Oh, Billy said fuck you. Lads,
That's where we treat each other, so okay.
the last 2 years have been a rough gig, right? I'm not going to say too much on that for a couple of minutes. I would just like to thank every one of you. I've been proud of you for over 30 years for the records that you set, and some of them still stand. To that exceptional Evans Cup side, in 90 years of football in Limerick, they're still the only side to ever win an underage trophy. So while the few are here, well done to them. Two, unfortunately Tommy was here. Tommy was one of our 2 guys that went off to England and made a career, right? Hopefully a few you met. I did not expect Tommy here tonight. To everyone that has supported me over the last 2 years. The first month, lads, and I will say this in recognition to Nora's speciality is she's a stroke nurse, right? And I mean a stroke. Dirty minds, shut the fuck up. That first month, lads.
He really does know what we're thinking.
To the 2 girls, I would just like to put on record now, I would like to thank Mr. O'Brien, Professor Lyons, I forgotten one doctor, Hilton, Dr. Hilton, Dr. Harrison, to everyone that was UL Hospital, to the people in St.Clements. I would like to thank very much in the last part of my recovery. Lads, this guy keeps getting mentioned, but as far as I'm concerned, for a man of his stature, he might never hear of this. But to JP McManus, Noreen and the family, I certainly would not be here, right? And I would like to be here tonight. To the chairman of St. Michael's, Badger kid, but you'll be back. Thanks Ray for being here, and thanks for getting the big long big boy here. Alright? Tell Angela I said hello. Alright?
He says hi, Johnny.
It's a closing time yet, no?
To my own players,
Finny, 6.5 minutes left.
to my own players, thank you so much for all the years, all the laughs, not only the club, but UL. I would like to remember Brother Nick, right? The first day, I'm only going to mention this little one. We were rejected by a certain club in town because they would not share our name. So a couple of weeks later, I went down the road, and I never had a word with Brother Nicholas. We were just going to play this match. So the first day we turned up, we got a small bit of a dusting down. We were beaten 6-1. But I didn't, as you well know, Jared Francis does not like losing, So I now knew I had a new prodigy who could not be signed for 6 months. So we went back up the following week, and the prodigy was brought on at 3-0 up for Vereker. We won 6-0, right? So for the first time after the game, Vereker needed a pitch, Brother Nick needed players. So I went over to Brother Nick and I said, what do we do next? So Brother Nick said, and the very prominent member is a very good friend of Percy Rhines, he said to Brother Nick, this guy is going to ruin Limerick soccer. So Brother Nick, I said, right, fair enough, but what are we doing next? He says, I suppose we try it, right? Well, Brother Nick created me, right? Brother Nick was the one that came up with the suggesting about Sweden. Now, a Reverend Brother and Sweden, he does not know what the Jesus went on the first trip. But that's where we learned, and within a couple of months we won our first All-Ireland. I'm not going to talk about my career. I won soccer to a point. I think 6 All-Irelands, 2 months of youth, and the first club side to ever win an international tournament. And we won every trophy in town. I think that's a testament to you guys, right? I would like to finish up to compliment one more person. Sorry, I would like to recognise the money that was collected, the girls. There was a quarter of it collected in America, right? And you really don't want to eat that show, right? You think what you think, these are bad. Oh Jesus. I'm going to speak personally for a couple of minutes. Within that month, right, Noel referred to it there, right? And then I'm going to tell you something in a minute, you're going to love it, right? Within that month, I can tell you lads, it's the most frightening thing to happen anyone. And I can tell you, to be inside your own body and you think that you're inside somebody else's body and you're lying flat in a bed and you can't speak, right, is a very hard thing to accept. But I was so determined because the first thing I thought about was, I told John Weber Rourke, I do not want any visitors. Why? Jerry loves talking, as you know, but I could not talk. And there was no way I was having any one of you assholes coming in to see me.
You didn't have to worry about that.
We love you too, Jerry. Finally we
agree. Stuff was going on around me, but at one stage the matron decided that no visitors, staff were threatened, the whole lot. But lo and behold, people were cleared out of the stroke unit. So the next thing, there's nobody there. So Jared decides to nod off, right? And he woke up whatever, half an hour or 2 hours later, and whatever way I turned, not putting him above anyone else. I don't like the guy really that well. He came in the window or somewhere, but he was not coming to see me. And subsequently, since I got sick initially, he's made sure I have food in the fridge and my bills are paid. Thank you, Percy. I would like to finish with one very important thing, lads. I would like you to, what I did on the day, 2 weeks before, I saw something about a stroke and I read it. What I did on the day was, I was very lucky, right? I had the stroke starting above in my house. I felt something popping there. I walked down the street. Now, to what I did that day, I eventually got down to Post Office Lane and I went into a great friend and I just said to him, do you notice anything different? No. Do you want a cup of tea? Yes, please. Put a couple of sugars in it. So he went in and made me a cup of tea, came back out, and the tea flowed back out of my mouth, right? He decided then he was shutting down his business on that day and made sure I got to the hospital. I was there, lucky enough, I would say within 2 hours. Now, I want you to learn to, please, do not ever wait for this to happen. I want you to please, I'm a survivor. But take on board here now, lads. I don't want any one of you. But I would like you to go home from tonight, and be it this week or next week, I want you to turn around to your partners, because I could just imagine the confusion between a couple, right? The numbers are obviously 999, the other one is 112, right? But just make a decision now, right? Forget about the embarrassment of an ambulance turning up outside your door. I got over that, lads, right? Men do not admit frailty, right? The paramedics in this town, like any other town, they're exceptional. The first thing you need in response, if you're all over the shop, which you will be, God forbid, is oxygen. They carry the oxygen, right? Please do not leave me down, right? Call the ambulance. Get to these people. These are the experienced people. You can attack Nora later on, because I know I know a company would like to kill the person. I know there's a couple of people here who would like to kill the person that got me here. So you can walk away after that. Lads, I'm exceptionally proud to feel that you think I'm on that pedestal, to what I look here at this evening, to what I look at here, this.
Gerbil is speaking.
Sure. Who's he? Lads, please do not leave me down, right? Sort it out and make sure that the healthy person on the day is the one that doesn't panic, right? 112 or 999, and get to these experts, and thank you very much for being here.
And now a song.
I'm sure that was 11 minutes.